that came through pretty good.
Sick.
Tight. Fucking chili powder. How does Tuco not like chili powder? How are you gonna be like? I guess if you just don't like the specific taste of chili powder, you like spice but not chili spice. That's crazy to not like chili powder.
Yeah. I mean, I think he just didn't like it in his drugs, or he just doesn't like it at all.
And
Is
that's
that
the thing.
He was making the burrito?
Yeah, he literally said when he's trying to give him the drugs, like, "Oh yeah, we put this new ingredient in it, chili powder," and he's like, "I hate chili powder." It's just like I guess he just hates chili powder. Yeah. So
I mean, I'm kind of with him there.
It's okay. It's an inoffensive flavor.
Of the things that you can add for spice, chili powder is like not my go-to. I mean, I add it when like it makes sense in a recipe, but I'm not all about it. I'm all about cayenne.
Yeah, I like cayenne, especially as a spice. I get a good pile of that around here in the dump. People like to throw away their cayennes because it's a little too spicy for them, so I got a good supply of it. Chili powder also pretty good on supply. I like them both. Chili gives a good. Chili's more of a flavor than a spice, because it really doesn't bring the heat like cayenne does.
Yeah, but that's why I love cayenne. I know I've said it before, but cayenne, it's like you add chili powder, and to a point, it doesn't get any spicier. You add cayenne, it's spicy. You add more cayenne, it always gets spicier. There's like no upper limit.
Yeah, it just keeps going. Kaioken times infinity.
Mm-hmm.
And it's crazy. Cayenne's supposed to be like pretty good like for cleaning you out too. It's supposed to help you get a nice clean colon.
Just swallow like a sponge.
Just eat a whole teaspoon of it. Cayenne challenge, like they used to do the cinnamon challenge.
Mm-hmm.
Let's start that. That'll be our next. We'll make that the next viral trend. Except when we do it, we'll just do it with like paprika and like color it a little orange. So we'll fake it, and everybody else they can actually like die while they do it.
Yeah, I did hear that some people died doing the cinnamon challenge from inhalation.
Oh shit! Really? Uh-oh.
I think so.
Oh no. Okay, maybe we shouldn't do this then.
Yeah. Well, so the thing is, like, I never did the cinnamon challenge. I still think I could do it.
It's
like,
tough. You gotta chew.
I'm built different. I'm built different.
The biggest thing is you gotta chew, because I did it once, and if you inhale, it gets like stuck to your throat and will coat it. The biggest thing is you just gotta chew it, and then you can like swallow it down. Make sure it gets good coating in your saliva. If you just try to swallow it right out the bat, then it'll coat your throat. Not good. But if you keep it in your mouth, just chew it on down, you'll be fine. Just unpleasant.
Chewing a powder, would not have thought.
Yeah, because once you combine it with saliva, it just becomes like the little bricks in your mouth, and you just kind of can chew it down. It gets in your teeth, and it'll probably be like real uncomfortable to brush out. But the one person I saw complete it, that was how they did it. They just put it in their cheek and chewed it.
Do you know what cinnamon is?
Isn't it like tree bark?
It is tree bark.
Yeah, I've seen it like get harvested.
Tree bark.
Very spicy, and they have like the cinnamon sticks. Like that's what it comes from. Then you grind that up. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm. The cinnamon is a stick because it like curls.
Yeah. It's wild.
Again, we were talking about fairy things associated with sweets and stuff like that. In RuneScape, there is a system of fairy rings that let you, travel, like fast travel to different places.
Mm-hmm.
And to gain access to it, there's like this pretty big quest that you got to do. And one of the steps is you need to make a staff out of cinnamon bark. It's very cutesy.
That is pretty good. Cinnamon stick. Cinnamon staff.
Mm-hmm. Let you into the fairy realm.
So what is your opinion on video game tutorials? I saw someone complain that tutorials are almost like too easy and kind of a waste of time to put into a game. And and then there was a sort of like a back and forth in the comments of like, oh, let me tell you about the times when you had to like the instruction manual was your tutorial and you read that on the way home and stuff like that. Where do you fall on that? Do you think games should have like the hold you by the hand and walk you through how to play? Or should they just like...
And I'm Breg.
Oh shit! I forgot to do the whole intro. Welcome to Cold Hard Trash CRT episode 92. I'm your host Trashcan Jones, and that one.
And I'm Breg.
Yeah, he's Breg. Anyway, video game tutorials. What do you think?
Yeah. So I think it's an art to make one that doesn't suck. There's always the classic, like Mario 1-1 that everyone loved talking about like 5 years ago.
Get the Goomba.
Where the game kind of teaches you how to play, like, just naturally.
Yeah.
But
I mean, there's only
there
like so much to
are
learn
a
in
lot
Mario 1-1 though.
it's very basic, right? But then there's other games that are much more complex, and they do require a tutorial for you to understand it. And there's so many times where, like, a specific game will come out, and then something will be mentioned in the tutorial, and people don't, like, there's all these clips of streamers, like, not knowing what to do when it comes up, like, 10 minutes later in the game because they were just mashing A through the tutorial.
Yeah, like in Cuphead when you're supposed to, like, jump and dash, like, you just skip past that part. You didn't even know. That's crazy. you ever see that when Elon Musk played fucking Cuphead? He literally just
couldn't get past the thing, right?
Yeah, he couldn't get past the tutorial, the jump and dash.
That is justification enough for tutorials to exist. Also, that's like a very easy, like, this is it's an incredibly easy tutorial.
Easy. It's literally just
One
like
screen, no
perform
stress.
2 actions within like a second. Jump dash. That's it. It's like it does not stress your brain that hard. Especially what Cuphead's gonna be, you're gonna have to do like a lot more actions per second. Get used to it, pal. It's this whole game.
Yeah, I think tutorials make sense in a lot of contexts.
Yeah, I think
they're fine.
A lot of the tutorials, especially that I come across that I've been playing recently, especially, are like for the sports games, for like the wrestling games, for fighting games and whatnot. And a lot of those are just like they throw you to, all right, you go and play the game. And the tutorials are there if you want them. You can go and access them if you want, and you can always like brush up your skills or like learn different mechanics of the game that maybe you didn't know about. But otherwise, just go play the game. I feel like that's kind of the best way to do it. Of like, do you want a tutorial? Yes or no to start? Because like I feel 90% of people will just say no, go and play the game, and then maybe after one of the sessions they'll just be like, all right, let's go and check out this tutorial and learn like different ways maybe I've been playing the game wrong and whatnot.
Yeah, I think it really just depends on the type of game, right? Because wrestling and sports, like, that's done in sessions. It's not like a long story game, where you're going to pick up a skill and like you're going to need to continually use it and not have access to the tutorial again like
True.
20 hours later.
True. And then I guess it's more like the question of like something like Kingdom Come Deliverance or whatnot, where like, or even like if you want to even like the Elder Scrolls Oblivion, like they don't really teach you a whole lot about like the magic and whatnot. You just kind of have to learn and go about, and then it's learned by experience. The more you do it, the more you learn by it. The more you can learn about like spell crafting and things like that. Whereas opposed to other games like I don't know, like Dishonored or something like that, where you get powers and it's like, all right, here's the power. Here's now the little training room to test out your power. See how to use it? Good. Okay. Go to now use your power in the real game. And then it goes to a level where it's like super easy of like one guard walking back and forth. You can practice your power on, like I feel like that's going a little too far with it. It's a little too hand-holdy.
You think that's going too far?
I feel like it's a little too hand-holdy. If you're already going to give me the room, especially, just give me the power, and especially if a game like Dishonored where I can save cheese, just fucking give me the power, throw it in there. Let me learn. Let me read about it. Like, it lets you teleport, and then you could stab people with this teleport. Like, if that's the power you get. Let me just go try it out. I'm probably going to fuck it up a bunch of times, even with the tutorial and everything, so just throw me on there. Why you need to handhold me, give me like the special, I don't know that they do this specifically in Dishonored, but it's a video game thing of like, oh, you get taken out of the game, like in an out-of-body experience, like speaking to the spirits or whatever that like show you in the spirit world how to do this thing, so you get to a little free roam and fuck around time. I feel like it's a little too much. That's my opinion on tutorials. Yeah. I feel like it's just a little too hand-holdy when you do things like that.
Yeah, well, I think that for like games ever since, say, like the Xbox 360 era, a lot of those tutorials should have been like, it checks to see if you have a completed save file.
Mm-hmm.
And if you do, then it gives you the option to skip. That's what I would want to see.
Right.
That's not too crazy.
I think a lot of the tutorials are rooted in still that fact of like, hey, we need to make this just in case it's somebody's first time playing a video game. You know, like we want to make sure that the first time someone picks up an Xbox 360 controller, if it happens to be this game, they're going to be able to figure it out. So that's why they have the whole like press the A button and all these different like really handholdy things. But I feel like we're kind of beyond that generation as a society. I feel like everybody, if they're playing video games, like coming into it, they know about video games. They've been playing video games. We can kind of, we can go past that. Especially for a lot of third-party, like big AAA games. Like if you're making a game that's going to be for a younger audience that might be, you know, the first time they're playing games, that makes sense. Have a little bit of a hand-holdy tutorial. But why am I doing that in like the Call of Duty games still? Why is Call of Duty still having tutorials and they're like campaigns and stuff? Pretty sure everybody who's playing Call of Duty knows what's up with Call of Duty. Crouch, run, slide.
Yeah.
You know, we got this.
Yeah, but like there's also an opportunity to just like, yeah, it gives you the introduction to the gameplay and you can mess around and, you know, get a feel for what these things do. But it's also like a natural way to start a lot of stories. Like Prey, for example, where the tutorial is you're in a simulation and you like walk around a little bit, you pick up items and like maybe throw something, and then you get in a helicopter and it flies you somewhere else, and then eventually you figure out you're in a simulation, you hit the window with a wrench, and then the entire thing falls out around you.
Right.
And then you're in the game. And then even then it's still a bit of a tutorial because they give you the glue gun. And then it's like, okay, navigate around with the glue gun. It's like a decently safe place.
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple guys, but like you can take care of them. There's mimics in that game.
Yeah, I remember Prey. The little like black moldy things.
Well, they're like like spider things.
Yeah, and they can
weird
transform
goop.
into whatever. They can mimic whatever they think they're called. That's why yeah. You can inject them into your brain too, right? Isn't that part of it? You can start getting their powers.
Yeah, you like derive something from them, and then you can get like mods to your body or something like that. Neuromods, I think is called.
Yeah, I kept straight human the whole
Give
time.
you abilities.
No
If
alien.
you use enough of them, then the automated systems will start targeting you.
Yeah, because they'll think you're alien. You're more alien than human.
Yeah. In Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door, they do tutorials whenever you unlock like a new item. So
right, that's what I was
3
talking about, like the Toadette thing, where you like go to the special world and it's like completely like, I guess for that it's a little more like that's literally could be considered a kid's game. So I'm okay with that kind of tutorial. That's
yeah,
okay
but the thing is, there's personality to it. There's a lot of personality to the tutorials because there's the transformations, which is you open up a box and this guy's like, "Ah, you finally freed me.
Yeah,
now I'm going to curse you.
You idiot. Now you're going to be cursed to be able to roll into a tube. Isn't that stink? Ha."
Yeah, so that's cute. And then with Toadette, like she talks to you about like your new shoes and hammers. And then at the last one, she's like, "Oh, this is the last one. I guess I'm not going to see you again." And then she walks away like crying.
Yeah, and she does a little turn.
cute.
She does a little turn back and then like walks away again crying. Yeah. That is
Yeah,
good.
it's
got a
lot of personality to it.
There's a way to do it with some style that's good. There's definitely ways that it can be way too handholdy, and there's times where it's not necessary. But Paper Mario: Thousand Year Door, very good one. I like that.
Also, in like RPGs, like you're not super there for just the combat, you know? Like you're there to participate in the story. It's just another cutscene. You've been doing cutscenes all the time, and you're reading all the time. That's the fun of it.
Yeah.
These wacky characters and how they interact. So that is the game.
Right.
I think they do it well. It's
Right.
not really a problem there.
Yeah, another good way I like to see tutorials implemented is like a stealth section at the beginning of the game. Not even if the game is going to be like fully stealth, like Battlefield Hardline specifically. After you do like your whole first arrest where you have to like you learn how to hold people up and whatnot because it's like your first day on the job, rookie cop. So it's it kind of makes sense that this part is a little tutorial. But then you do a car chase right after that, get the guy up, and then your first like actual mission that is a quote unquote tutorial because after that it does. Like, that's called the prologue or whatever you would be. Like, it does the title screen coming down after that mission. And your first mission where you learn like all the mechanics of the game is just a stealth mission. So you're supposed to do it kind of low and slow, and it's like, okay, this, and it lets you take time to actually like get the mechanics of the game down a little bit more. And it actually makes sense why you're doing it slowly and why you're taking your time and why they're explaining it to you, because they're like, oh yeah, we're working together to like make sure you're not getting caught. Pretty good.
Yeah, they let you. It's like a reason to take your time. I follow.
Right. It works out like really naturally into like, yeah, this is a bit of a tutorial. And like, and you kind of like, you only realize it partway through of like, oh yeah, like I didn't even realize they're doing the whole press this button for the whole thing, because I'm getting locked in and making sure I'm not getting, staying out of vision cones and whatnot.
Yeah.
I like it.
There's also the Dark Souls tutorial.
No, there isn't.
Not specifically Dark Souls. Well, yes, there is. They all have tutorials.
Is there a tutorial? Doesn't Dark Souls like the game where it just throws you in there and you get smashed by a boulder, especially in Dark Souls 1? Isn't that like the first room?
Well, no, that is the tutorial. It teaches you that you can get hit by a boulder.
That is the tutorial.
What else do you need to know?
I don't know how to play the game, how to attack, how to dodge. The fact that there's going to be shit around the corner that's going to kill you, and you should never be. You should expect everything.
How do they teach you that lesson?
I don't know.
By having shit around the corner that kills you.
They could just give you a page of text, like, careful, traps ahead.
So that's the exact thing that you're complaining about.
I mean, at least just like a text that you can read, like a note on the ground. You get optional to pick it up. A game like that, I feel like should be give you like cryptic hints and notes, which they eventually did. Like they allowed people to do, which kind of fixed the problem, but also made a lot of good memes.
No, there are, at least in Dark Souls, there are notes on the ground that will tell you this stuff explicitly, like what button to press to heal.
Oh yeah,
what
really?
Button to press to do? Yeah,
right.
It's in there. Dark Souls is kind of an exception too, because it's one of the only From Software games I can think of that doesn't result in you dying. Like in all the other ones, like Demon Souls, like I think you fight some boss or whatever, and you're supposed to die to the boss to progress, but you can kill him.
Right.
You can walk into the next room, and then you get killed by the Dragon King. In Bloodborne, you wake up and you're in the like hospital or whatever.
Yeah. Walk
Walk outside into the next room. There's a werewolf there. The werewolf kills you, and then you get sent to the Hunter's Dream, and it's like, okay, cool. Now you're at the Hunter's Dream. We're gonna send you back, and then you go back, and then you can kill the werewolf.
Right.
After you get your weapon. And so they kill you there. Dark Souls 3, you do not get killed. I think the Dark Souls games themselves, you don't get killed, but in the other ones, you do. Elden Ring, you get killed. Where there's a guy called the Grafted Scion, and if you beat him, it's cool, and then you like walk over to like this ledge, and then it just falls out from under you, and you die.
Always interesting, a planned death mechanic where you're like, oh yeah, you're supposed to just do the one thing you've been trying to prevent. Let it happen.
The tutorial in Elden Ring is optional. Like where you spawn after that fight, there's a pit to the right, and you can fall in there, and then it has all the stuff written on the ground. Otherwise, you can just walk straight forward and go into the game, which is what I appreciate, because they don't make you sit through all the stuff again.
Huh.
But yeah, they do force deaths a lot.
Not bad.
And it's funny.
Dark Souls.
It's funny.
The Dark Souls without its quote unquote tutorial, as you call it, is I guess famous for being like the fuck you, welcome to Dark Souls moment. But and all that teaches me is that Dark Souls is a real piece of shit.
I mean, they're comedy games if you really
I guess
think about it.
They're basically just like I want to be the guy, or if I want to be the Bashi, Cat Mario, stuff like that, but with a different skin.
Mm-hmm. Yes, actually, that I would say that there are a lot of moments like that, especially in the tutorials. Like getting hit with the boulder, hilarious. You have nothing to lose at that point too, so it doesn't even matter. Like later in the game, you're going to be carrying around like tens of thousands of souls, like 2 levels worth of souls, and then you're going to get into some shit. Like that actually hurts.
Right.
The tutorial is just like, stinker.
Gotcha. Fucking skeleton waiting around the corner with a giant ass Zweihander. Dies in one hit, but can also kill you with one hit.
I don't think anything kills you in one hit in the tutorial of Dark Souls.
I don't think so. Most of the things, like actual enemies, are just like the guys along the walls that are like not even attacking you.
Mm-hmm. You could fight them. Fisticuffs.
You get the broken sword. You can stab them a little bit. I didn't even know about the broken sword the first time I played through the Dark Souls one, and then when I found it the second time, I still couldn't defeat the gate demon with it, so I never played that game again.
Well, so I mean, you made it to the boulder, which means
I made it all the way to
you're
the
not supposed
first
to beat him
boss.
with the broken sword.
You're supposed to do like the drop down attack, and it does like a whole lot of damage on him, and then you can do like basically like 4 hits will kill him after that. I think with the broken sword or something.
No, you're not supposed to use the broken sword against him.
You're not
You're
supposed
to pick up your. You go into the room the first time. He drops down. You're supposed to leave through the back left, which I will say that is a little not.
Yeah, I never figured that out.
No, you totally have, because you saw the boulder and the plunging attack. Unless you didn't do those and you just saw those in videos.
I saw those in videos. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I got hit by the boulder though. Isn't that like right away? Like right when you come out of the cell? I thought that was. I've seen the plunging attack in videos, though,
Sorry,
yeah, and I never actually did that. I just found out that was the strat, and I was like, oh, cool. I don't even know how to get there, but I guess that's how you beat the boss.
Yeah. Yeah, so you're supposed to go into the room, realize you can't kill him, go to the next room on the left, and then you go through another section where you get all your weapons for your starting class, and then you get hit with the boulder, and then you run into Oscar, and then he gives you the Estus flask, and then you go up top, and it tells you press R1 while in midair to do a plunging attack, and then you walk through the fog wall, and this dude's just sitting there staring up at you, face prime for a plunging attack.
Yeah, no, I guess I never got even to the part with the Estus flask in that. I just tried to fight the gate demon a whole bunch of times with a broken sword.
Yeah, well, that's also a lesson. Is they're like, actually, the thing is, that's not even really a good lesson for Dark Souls, right? Because with Dark Souls, like, some shit's hard, and it's just most of the time it is like deal with it, figure out how to kill him and kill him. Like that's all you can do. But in Elden Ring, that's a bit more real, where it's like, can you not fight this guy? That's fine. Go somewhere else and like do another thing that's easier, and then you'll get souls, and then you can come back to this guy and fight him.
Yeah, well, Elden Ring seems like a lot more bigger open world, which is kind of cool. I haven't gotten a chance to play it, but people have told me if I were to play a Souls game, that would be a good one to start with.
Yeah, it's specifically because of that, where you can go and do something else if you ever hit a wall. Like, you're never stuck with the only path forward, like with only one path forward. I guess in like the very end game, sure, but yeah.
Yeah, I have to give Elden Ring a shot one day in the future.
That's great to hear. That's great to hear. I've been trying to convince you to play a Souls game for like ever.
Yeah, I'm very slow to accept new things, especially when it comes to video games. My video game time is precious to me.
Mm-hmm. I think, I mean, yeah, I agree with the sentiment that Elden Ring is the best one to start with. And if you get Elden Ring, I will play with you. I will start a new character.
Oh, yeah, they have a multiplayer mod, right?
No, you don't even need a mod. I mean, we could do the mod. I don't really mind.
Is it multiplayer standard? I thought that you needed a mod for it.
No. The multiplayer has been a part of the Dark Souls series since Demon Souls.
Oh.
It's just that the way that they do it is a little unique, and people don't think it's as like people want an easy, seamless co-op.
Would I have to summon you? Is that the whole thing?
Yeah.
Ah, I see.
As opposed, and like when you summon me, we're restricted to only certain zones, which are pretty big, and like this, like either a zone or like a particular cave or legacy dungeon. But with the seamless co-op mod, and also when you summon someone, let's say you summon me and then we beat a boss, we only beat the boss for you. And I would still need to beat the boss in my own game.
Right.
But with seamless co-op, there's everything that we do updates all of our world states at the same time.
Yeah, I think like seamless co-op would be better then.
Yeah,
better all around.
I mean, I'm down for it. It has some bugs to it. Like I felt like a fucking genius when I did this. A friend of ours was playing seamless co-op mod, or a handful of our friends were playing seamless co-op mod, and one of them like died right when the rest of the team killed the boss, and it glitched for him so that the boss was now gone, but the world state didn't advance. So he was locked out of a certain part of the game because, I mean, it's a mod, you know, it's not perfect. So I was like, well, my file that I ported over to Seamless Co-op, because you can do that in one direction. You can make a copy of it and put it in Seamless Co-op. You can't take it out.
Right.
So, is a complete game. So I can just go to New Game Plus and we can speed run this. And we did.
Hell yeah.
It was specifically, cat's being a doofus. It was specifically a fight that only unlocks after you. There's a couple of different conditions you could meet to trigger this boss fight to like be available. And one of the quickest ones is just like get to the like third or fourth zone, because there's like these really big areas. You start off in Limgrave. You have the peninsula to the south. You have the Woods of Illusions or something to the right. Even further to the right, you got Caelid. The north, you got Lernia. And then to the north of that, there's the Altus Plateau. And to trigger this boss, one of the things is you go to the Altus Plateau. So I knew like of a warp that would get you technically on the plateau. So we sped run to there, warped to the plateau, then went straight. Then the boss was back because I hadn't beaten the boss on the save file yet. And we beat him, and we got him to the area that he was trying to get to.
Hell yeah. Damn.
I felt great.
There's a lot of big work around, but I'm glad it worked.
Yeah, I mean it's just an issue with the mod, you know.
Yeah.
And I was happy that it worked. That I was actually able to fix it. But yeah, we could do seamless co-op. You can hop in on like weekends and stuff like that, and
yeah, be down.
We can explore. Also, seamless co-op is needed for us to use our horses together, which is kind of important.
Use the horses. Why specifically our horses?
It just regular co-op. You don't get your horse.
Huh. Weird. Why did they take that out?
I just think they figured that. I just think they figured that it would be like too, like easy to. Well, so it's disabled for any multiplayer, which includes being invaded.
Ah, I see. So you
and
can't
I think
like run away.
It would be
easy.
hard if you're invaded. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense then.
Oh my god.
I saw something that fucking.
I hope you get Elden Ring.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Speaking of things that make sense, though, I saw something that didn't make a damn lick of sense when I was driving on the highway to work the other day. I didn't know they made these, but I saw somebody driving, like, looking up over a steering wheel phone holder. Like, they had a phone holder attached to their steering wheel at the top of their steering wheel with something on while they were driving. Just like 6
I don't like
inches
that.
from their face. I don't like it either. It was insane. I let that person pass me. I was like, "That's you go ahead." That's wild. That's
like,
the next level brain rot. You can't even turn away while you're driving.
Yeah, Pokemon Go has a thing where it's like, oh, you're moving real fast. Are you driving? You can't do that. You can't play this game while you're driving. But then, like, Netflix doesn't have something like that.
I mean, yeah, because
right?
like Netflix, you're gonna watch like in the car as a passenger pretty often. I don't know. That didn't
yeah,
Pokemon
but, like,
Go
there should
also
at least
have
be a
thing?
moment to like say, hey, are you sure you're not driving?
Right, click passenger. Didn't
Please
Pokemon
don't
Go
do
have that
that.
option of like I'm actually just a passenger? Please let me keep playing.
Yeah, you just hit the button.
Oh. Yeah, that's
It's a prompt.
that's wild though. I can't imagine actually just watching a YouTube video and that she was like looking over her phone. Like I saw her doing like the upturned nose thing where like she had to look over her phone because the center of her vision was just the phone.
it feels like that's only good for like just watching stuff, because if you have like maps up or something like that, you don't want it to be on your steering wheel like rotating and stuff.
Yeah,
you're trying to look at the map.
You don't want it like right in front of your face at all times either. That's like crazy. It's distracting. You don't want to be distracted by your map usually. It's crazy though. I can't imagine. I can't imagine like being that addicted to my phone where I'm just like, I need to keep watching videos. Like, put on a podcast, put on any auditory. You have the radio, for Christ's sakes.
Mm-hmm.
Pay attention. She didn't crash though.
I feel like, well, good for her, I guess.
Yeah.
Risking a lot of other people's shit.
Ugh.
I feel like my Maps app has been pranking me. Okay, this happened like a couple weeks ago, and I think I got it to stop. Yeah. But you know how you just go in there and you say, do not go to toll roads?
Yeah, you can turn off tolls.
I did, and it didn't listen. I had it off for like ever, and then like for a week it was just like, okay, hop on the toll road.
I said no.
And I did, so now I have to, fuck, I gotta figure out how to pay that.
I'm pretty sure it's just like registered to your license plate, right? Like snaps a pic.
Like where do I find paying that?
I thought there's like a sign. It's literally just like paytoll.com or
it's
some
like
shit like that.
ipass.com.
Yeah, something like that. They literally have the sign on like the side of the road that just go to here. It's a really simple URL. I forget what it is though. Probably just Google how to pay iPass. Easy enough.
How to pay Illinois tolls. When we did our trip to North Carolina for spring break, we got a friend of ours to lend us his car, super clutch, but he was like, just don't let my parents know. And they ended up finding out because there was like an unavoidable toll, and it's like, we'll pay it.
Yeah,
we'll pay it ahead of time. And I think they still sent him something.
Oh, how is he gonna get a car all the way to North Carolina without letting his parents know? Yeah, it's such a crazy.
He's fucking cool like that, man.
That's wild. How would he? There's no way he would have pulled that off. Like an out of town trip. Maybe,
I think he knew.
Taking it up to Wisconsin and back, but North Carolina, it's like a 14-hour drive, isn't it?
Just about.
Is it just about 14 hours? You said? Damn.
I think so.
That's crazy. There's no way for 28 hours. That's if you're just turning right back around. I assume you're staying there to do something in North Carolina. You're not getting away with that.
Yeah, we stayed there for a week. They didn't know. He just until they got the iPass or the
Where did they think
toll
he
thing.
was?
That's it.
Just somewhere away. The car was gone for a week.
The car was at college. They weren't at the college.
Oh, I see. Okay, I mistook. I thought this was like you're trying to
it's not
sneak
like out
a car
from his
away
driveway.
from your parents.
That'd be
or from his parents.
No, it was his car. It wasn't like his dad's daily driver.
Right, that's what you made it sound like. Like, we're going to get this car, but don't tell my parents. So, like, we're going to sneak it away from them, like Eric Foreman taking the Vista Cruiser style.
Okay, I pulled up maps. 15 hours.
Damn. Wow, that was pretty good then.
Yeah.
Pretty good
It was
guess.
14 hours and 59 minutes. I got a little excited that you guessed it so accurately, but
Hell yeah.
it's basically 15.
I think it was 14 hours we did. We drove to Florida when I was a really young kid one time. Was it Florida or West Virginia? It was 14 hours. I forget.
Well, I went through West Virginia to get there, and that's you only get in Virginia for like a little bit.
Damn, so probably 14 hours.
Probably
West Virginia
that was
trip.
probably 13. I'm thinking.
Could have been. It was years ago. I was really, really young. Going out to the boonies.
Yeah. I've still been doing road trips and stuff. We took a road trip, but
Yeah,
I did more road trips when I was a kid. Family road trips.
Yeah, we do those pretty often. Not pretty often. I think it was like 5 or 6 of them we did when I was a kid, which seems kind of often, but that's an average of like not even one a year. So not regular.
It was a road trip when I went to the Nick Hotel.
Oh, yeah. I remember you were telling me about that. You wanted to get slimed, but it was just green water. It disappointed you.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
I was pissed.
This is bullshit.
That was a road trip. We stopped in Georgia, got some peaches.
Hell yeah.
All that stuff. I like road tripping. I'm going to try and road trip again.
Yeah, road tripping's
this
fun.
summer.
I like when I get to switch off the driving, especially. I like being the passenger. But I also like driving sometimes, too. I can't deny that I like the driving part. It's good.
Yeah. Well, you know me. I love the driving part.
Yeah, because you literally get the car sick
We went
part.
to Michigan. It was like 5 hours. Yeah. We went to Michigan. It was like a 5-hour drive, and I drove 4 of them.
It's crazy. You're going to say, like,
I
oh,
just
yeah,
like driving.
I love
get in the
road
flow
trips,
state.
but you're literally you get car sick if you don't drive.
Yeah, well, I don't know. It's gotten better as I've gotten older. But when I was a kid, I mean, honestly, I didn't like it. Because, yeah, I would get car sick.
Would it be better if we had...
It's gotten better since I'm getting older.
Would it be better if we got like a van, like one of those big ones you could lay down in the back of?
I don't know.
You ever tried?
I just have to look out the window and stuff. I think a big part of it is that I would be playing my Game Boy, and screens are supposedly bad for that. So
yeah,
I just don't look at my screens.
They say reading too
Naturally
can
don't look at my
sometimes
screens now.
give you the distortion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Also, I just love driving.
Yeah,
This is a good old time.
it is a fun time. My grandma had the type of like van / SUV that not only had like a small mattress in the back, but she also had a TV in the center console. So on the road trips, we were able to watch like what was it, Gremlins? I think we watched, and I forget what the other movie was. But I remember Gremlins because that would really freak me out a little bit as a kid.
TVs and cars.
Love it.
What a time.
It's
I don't even really do that anymore, I feel.
They do
Maybe
like
in a big van or something.
Yeah, like the Escalades and whatnot have like the DVD players, like the little screens you can fold down from the ceiling. They get that going.
The thing is like people just have iPads now.
Yeah.
So it doesn't make sense to install that into the car because like a screen is no longer like a physical, like a big, it is a physical thing, but like it's not like a big thing.
Right.
That would be hard to move around. They would need to provide power to and stuff like that. It has its own power in there.
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder if like cars nowadays are still being built with like the screens in the back of the headrest or in the top of the like to fold down anymore.
I went to the car show like last month, and I don't think so. I did not really see that at all.
Yeah. Not even in like the luxury model cars.
Nope.
Damn.
I also saw what I believed to be my dream car, the Volkswagen ID Buzz.
Oh yeah.
Turns out it has shit range.
Shit. That's the new
for a road
bus,
tripping
right?
vehicle. Yeah. Shit range on a road tripping vehicle that doesn't have fast charging.
Yeah. Did it have the table in the middle though? That was the thing we were talking about.
No.
Bah! Bullshit then. What are they even doing with this thing?
It's an electric Volkswagen bus, but yeah, it's missing a lot of the things that had originally drawn me in. So yeah, I hopefully they either iterate on it and make like a new one that's like actually good, or make it a hybrid.
Yeah, Garbage Town does not have the fucking inside table. I want to see like the original pictures of it where they definitely showed that it should have an inside table, and then where this fucking went away. 'Cause they are lying to us.
Yeah, no, I mean, we both remember that. I was looking through the thing and I was like, oh, it's so cool.
Yeah, and that's literally I want to spin on like the original commercial and shit, 'cause I feel like that was part of the original selling point.
I've never seen a commercial
Like,
for
oh, yeah,
this.
it's gonna be
just like their website.
Oh, you've never seen the commercial for it? I gotta send it to you because it's the whole thing of like the guy like he comes in and like over the radio it's playing like Volkswagen, they're going to court for this big scandal. Volkswagen, what are they gonna do? And he turns the radio off and just goes, then flips it back to like 1970s notepad and starts. We got to start from the beginning, and then like starts drawing the bus over. It's like this is what we're coming back with because it's literally since the clean diesel. This is their first new car since they got fucked up.
2017 is when these things were being released at first. World premiere.
2017 was their first world premiere?
It was when they showed the concepts off and like early models that weren't for sale. It was just like, you know, hey, we're working on this. We're going to do this type stuff.
Right.
It also says it has fast charging on this webpage, and it does not in the final one. So this, it was the thing is the original concept didn't have anything wrong with it. It's just sort of like unfulfilled promises type stuff. So
yeah, and
that is an expensive piece of equipment that I would not like to buy if it doesn't have everything that I specifically wanted for.
It's literally not like the big camper van that it fucking should be, that it said that it would be. Get out of here, you shitty cookies. Yeah, I wish this is going to be... You're literally going to give me like GTA 5. I can customize the color you're going to be able to get it in. When is it even coming out? Did they give like a release thing for it?
I mean, it's out now.
Come out this year? I've seen like the couple one driving, but can you actually just buy it, or is it just like...
Yeah, I saw it at the car show.
It had like a limited release. Okay, cool. I don't know if they were doing like...
It just doesn't have range.
They were only doing... it's just shit. Okay, so they did release it with shit. That's why you said you saw it at the car show, but I didn't know if it was like that's their, you know, test model of it. Like they're bringing it out to, yeah, not everything at a car show you could just go buy it, you know, at a dealership.
Yeah, it's 50 grand, 60 grand.
Not a terrible.
I never bought a car, like a new car. I've
price.
only ever bought cash off of someone else.
Yeah, I bought like a used new car from a dealership, but it was before a lot of the car pricing and things went up, where I was actually able to get one for $12,500, and it was a very good deal.
Mm-hmm.
Now even a car, I think when I bought my car, it was 3 or 4 years old. Like it was that old when I got it. Like it's a 2017, so at this point it's like 9 years old. But getting a 3 or 4 year old car nowadays would probably be like $20,000.
That is indeed higher than 12,000.
Yeah, a 2017 car though. I wonder how much that's going for though. Wonder if that's like depreciated or if like inflation is just kicking in real hard.
Yeah, my vehicle is 2010.
Let me look at my exact car model.
Still trucking along, still kicking.
Yeah, every time I bring my car into the mechanic, I've never replaced the brakes, and they always tell me your brake pads look really great, got a lot of life. I'm like, cool. Not gonna ever touch those, I guess.
Please replace your brakes.
Whatever.
At some point.
I guess at some point, yeah.
Have you replaced your tires?
Yeah, I actually just replaced those. I had to replace them, what was it, 3 years ago? Because I hit a pothole and blew one out. And then I just replaced the whole set because I was like, it's been a while since I replaced the whole set. And then after like 3 or 4 years, those wore out, and I got a new set just like last year.
Mm-hmm. I brought my car into the shop like 2 months ago, 1 month ago, something like that. And no, it was 2 months ago. And I was like, yeah, there's like this little noise that it like makes. It sounds like something's a little bit loose. And then they checked it out and they called me back and they showed me my tire, and my tire was fucked, dude. It was like, this will explode. You need to get a used tire now. You need to go get a tire. And luckily, I live near a tire shop, so I just went in. And they were like cash only. And I was like, oh, I would need to go to an ATM. And they're like, yeah, okay, just come back. I was like, wow, they trusted me. That's so cool. And of course, I went to the ATM, got the money. No, I drove my car to the ATM.
Oh, I thought you left your car there. Oh, shit, cool. Nice.
Yeah, I felt honored that I would be trusted with that, and I went and did it and came back. Said, here's the $60.
Hell yeah.
Thanks for the tire.
Right on. From looking at the, at least on cargurus.com, to get a car that had about my mileage at the time I got it would be actually more, buddy. At least from the few listings I've seen, about $13,000 to $14,000. You can get my kind of car with like 3 times the amount of mileage that even I have on it now for like $6,000. If you want it nice and worn down.
Yeah. Everything's smooth.
Yeah, nice. Everything nice and smooth on it. Nice and rattly. You can feel it all jiggling around.
One day I'll get another car. Not soon.
Yeah. Yeah, I was going to say, same, but not soon. I'm going to ride that thing into the ground. Every time I bring it into the mechanic, they tell me how great it looks. I'm like, cool, just keep it. I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing then. I guess I'm doing it right, however I'm supposed to drive.
Yeah. Well, every time I bring mine into the mechanic is because there's something wrong with it in the first place. So they don't tell me that.
Well, you got the, it's a Ford, right? Your car is?
2010 Ford, yeah.
American engineering, that's that tisk tisk. They're shit boxes. You got that Hyundai, Korean engineering. Also a little bad, but everything else is pretty good on the car besides the engine.
I've never had a car with like a backup camera or like, you know, lights on the mirrors and stuff like that. So whenever I see like someone our age having one, I'm like, oh shit. Like people actually be getting these. It just doesn't like.
Yeah.
Like I didn't really like the backup camera when I was working at a dealership. It felt weird. It has one good use for me, and that is to make sure that I'm not hitting the car behind me when parking. Otherwise, if I look at it while I'm parking, it makes it kind of harder to park for me sometimes. Except for the
anywhere
just making
else
sure I don't hit
park,
something directly behind me.
Right. It is the very one specific use that I do enjoy a backup cam. I like specifically because of that. I like when the backup cams, and you can literally buy just what you call it. My friend did this to his own car. You could buy like a rear view mirror that has the backup cam as just like one little square of like the bottom left of that mirror, and that's it.
That's
and you
cool
can just
you're already
install
looking
that
there.
and then install like the little camera running through. Right, and you're already looking at it, and all you need is that one little square anyway, and it's like perfect. It doesn't need to be a giant thing that I need to look at. Just need to make sure where am I at with the car. Perfect.
Yeah.
That is, I think, the optimal design for a backup cam, not like the entire front dash. I hate now that cars are getting to the touchscreen dash. I'm so glad I got a car with like all button.
Yeah, we talked about this before.
Feel everything, every knob. Ugh. I love the knobs.
It requires less visual attention to get it done.
Mm-hmm.
It's so stupid.
I mean, I'm just talking baby brain. I like knobs. I like knobs, buttons. I just want to like pushing those things. I like that.
I mean, there's a classic. It's always been hard to find an actual use for an iPad that isn't covered by a phone or a computer, but eventually we found it in the dashboard of a car.
Yeah, right.
I hate it.
Not thumbs down. iPad's good for like grandma and baby. It's like the starter and the ender, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
After that, just like get to actual technology.
Remember when we got to college and like there was some grant that like got us all free iPads, and some people just like got them and then, like sold them immediately? I should have done that because I did not use it for shit.
Yeah, I didn't either. It was my phone for a little bit. When I broke my phone, I was able to use like the iMessage and to like text people and stuff. So I guess it was useful in that moment. But yeah, no, I didn't use it for shit.
Mm.
It was supposed to be like you could get all your textbooks and whatever on here. But anyway, only 1 out of 6 of your textbooks has an e-version, and it's $300. It's like, okay.
The whole textbook thing is so predatory.
I never bought, after my freshman year of my first semester, I never bought a single textbook in college.
Same.
I got them all for free.
Same. Well, except for there was like a couple of rare books that I needed to actually like find, but I didn't really use the bookstore. I just like found a source.
That's why you look at the book list for all the classes beforehand and make sure you can get the books before you take the class.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take those, even if the elective was fun, if I had to get some stupid book for it, they were going to fail me for not getting.
So
I want to pay $60 for it.
The worst case of this book stuff is that there was a special edition of the book for our school. This was Chemistry 1. And it was like the special edition was just like the first 8 chapters of the book. It was just less book. I felt scammed.
Yeah, that's a fucking scam, yeah. God damn.
It was only good for the one semester, too. I don't know what the fuck was going through any of their heads. It was hey, let's get more money out of these guys.
They thought they're just going to be dumb freshmen. Yeah, literally.
Mm-hmm.
These dumb freshmen won't know what hit them. I mean, especially, yeah, it's like a lot of people probably just like hand their book list off to their parents and like, all right, buy these for me. They don't look twice at it.
Mm-hmm. Good old pirating.
That's good old libgen. Thank God I knew how to use uTorrent up to that point. So it's like, all I have to do is uTorrent my books. Thank God. Get them all for free each semester. I taught like at least 3 people how to do it every semester because they were like, I don't know if I can get this book. I'm like, I can get it to you right now. Just give me a USB flash drive. Give you my copy of it. I had every book on my phone. I like how teachers eventually gave into it too. Like the first couple semesters, they would like legitimately be very angry, be like, "You cannot just have the book on your phone. Like we gave you the iPads. If you're gonna get the ebook, at least use the iPad." And then eventually they were like, "Fuck! If you got the book on your phone, just it's good enough. At least I guess. At least you got something."
Well, down the line, like all of my classes, they never really made me get a book. They just had like printouts. They would like scan it themselves, and then they would like send you the relevant chapters, or like distribute a PDF.
Do that. Mm.
There was one class though that where you had open book tests, and you did need to have
do that for like every assignment.
Well, you do it, and then you just keep doing the same thing like every semester. You don't change it.
Yeah, I guess you only have to do it the one time.
Yeah, I did have an open book test though, and it was like legit. Like you needed to have the book. It was a class that had open book tests, and it's like you need to have the book, and like if we suspect you're cheating, we'll check to see if you wrote in it, because that's the only thing you're allowed to bring in is like pencils and that book.
Right.
Because it's like also had like a reference manual in the back. So it was like coding. It was literally a paper test for coding.
A pencil paper test for you to write your code out?
Yeah, it was like assembly stuff. So it was like ones and zeros, and you like write it into like these fake registers, and it'd be like, okay, now like do these commands to it, and then like write out like what code you write, and then what happens to the register. I think it was really neat. That was just a really expensive book. It was like rare, hard to find. It was probably I actually failed that class the first time. But
fuck them.
Is very good. It was very good at the end of the day.
I remember I had one. It was literally a textbook for I want to say it was like a junior level class that I was taking, and it wasn't even like an elective class. I think it was for like at the time I was going for a business minor, and it was like for part of like one of the business and marketing like textbooks that I was getting, and it was a college level class that the entire like way the textbook was written was in the style of like a graphic novel story. And like to where like it was like a character like, "Hi, I'm Tom, and I'm going through and I'm going to learn the base of accounting to like save my realm," or whatever the hell. Like I swear to shit. And I was like, what am I reading right now? I feel like this is like a kid's book, but it's teaching me like the higher level marketing tactics.
That's why all the jokes about business majors are making fun of them for doing like grade school math.
It's just the crazy. I wish I knew exactly. It was like a business and finance class that I took, and it was just like I remember getting that textbook and downloading. I'm like, did I get the right book? It was from the Russian site, so like, did I get scammed?
It could have been the wrong one.
This shit.
Yeah,
no, it was the real because when I went to class, I was cross referencing, and people were like, also like, yeah, this is like this weird storybook, but I guess this is what we're doing.
God, that's so funny.
It's so crazy.
Yeah, that's why that's so reasonable that everyone made fun of business majors for that. Not even that in particular, just like it just so happens that is there. That's also a part of it, and it feeds into it.
Yeah, forget business majors. We need doctor majors like you.
Yeah. Master doctor.
Master doctor. And I think that is about a good amount of time for end of us here, Mr. Master Doctor. We've been going for about an hour. We had a little bit of the desync in the middle. Have fun dealing with that. Sorry about it.
Yeah.
I apologize in advance.
It's cool.
Apologize to 2 week from now, Breg, when this gets edited. Or who knows? Do you still edit them in batches? I didn't want to put you on blast saying you're going to procrastinate or something.
No, I typically do it the night before at like 7. So I got plenty of time, but occasionally, like when I know that I'm going to be busy,
forget about this.
Then I like go through with getting them all done early.
You have plenty of time to forget this is even a problem and then realize it's a problem later and get annoyed by it.
I've dealt with worse problems. Trust me, this is okay.
Well, thank you for listening to this episode of Cold Hard Trash, CRT episode number 92. If you liked what you heard, be sure to give us a like and a 5-star rating and whatever else you can and whatever platform you're listening on. We would like the engagement. And if you liked what we talked about, drop a comment about that because why not? Why not? Do that. Do it all. Do everything. Go beyond. Go plus ultra for us.
Yeah. See you.
We love you. Good.